Have you ever thought that just one glass, yes, a single drink could be the turning point in your health journey? I know it sounds dramatic, but what if I told you that this one simple blend can help fight three of the biggest threats facing older adults today? Belly fat caused by blood sugar, spikes, insulin resistance, and heart trouble. It's not some lab experiment. It's not sold on late night television. In fact, it's likely already in your kitchen just waiting to be used the right way. In today's video, I'm going to walk you through one of the most powerful natural combinations I've ever seen. By the end, you'll understand how this one drink could cleanse your system, stabilize your blood sugar, and support a healthy heart, all in just a few sips. But before we dive into the details, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Elderly Health Tips channel so you never miss life-changing tips like this one. Let's explore 7 types of tea that can fight diabetes, melt belly fat, and protect your heart. Tea number 1, cinnamon tea. What if I told you that a 50-cent spice could quietly support your blood sugar, cholesterol, and belly fat all before breakfast? Let's talk about cinnamon tea. I'm not talking about flavored lattes or store-bought cinnamon sugar blends. I mean real cinnamon, preferably Ceylon steeped in warm water and sipped daily like medicine. As a doctor with decades of experience working with older adults, I've seen this simple drink do what some pills can't: gently rebalance the body. A randomized controlled trial published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, 2009, found that just 1 to 6 grams of cinnamon daily significantly reduced fasting blood glucose by up to 29% in patients with type 2 diabetes. Another 2020 meta-analysis from the Journal of the Endocrine Society reviewed 16 high-quality studies and confirmed lower fasting blood sugar, reduced LDL cholesterol and triglycerides, improved HDL, good cholesterol, lower insulin resistance, HOMA-IR, and most impressively, a visible reduction in waist circumference. That's key for seniors. As we age, our metabolism slows down, our insulin sensitivity weakens, and fat tends to gather around the abdomen, a dangerous area known as visceral fat. Visceral fat doesn't just sit there. It releases harmful inflammatory chemicals that affect your heart, brain, and even immune system. Cinnamon contains cinnamaldehyde, a powerful natural compound that boosts insulin sensitivity, improves glucose uptake by cells, lowers oxidative stress, and acts as a natural anti-inflammatory agent. Studies from diabetes care and phytotherapy research show cinnamon increases GLUT4 transporter activity, helping muscle cells absorb sugar from the blood more efficiently. This is especially important in older adults with sarcopenia or reduced muscle mass. And let's not ignore the heart benefits. In a 12-week study published in Lipids in Health and Disease, 2017, participants who drank cinnamon tea daily showed LDL cholesterol dropped by 17%, triglycerides dropped by 22%, HDL cholesterol increased by 10%. These numbers are significant. For someone over 60, even a 5–10% drop in LDL can reduce the risk of heart disease dramatically over time. Tea number 2 with a beautiful name, red artichoke tea. Let me tell you about hibiscus tea. It's not just pretty to look at. It's one of the most powerful natural remedies I recommend to my older patients, especially those struggling with high blood pressure, cholesterol, or that stubborn belly fat that won't budge. I had a patient, Linda, 68, from Arizona. She was tired of taking 3 different meds for her blood pressure. We added 1 cup of hibiscus tea every afternoon. Within 8 weeks, her systolic BP dropped by 12 points. Her cardiologist was stunned. A study published in the Journal of Nutrition, 2008, found that drinking 3 cups of hibiscus tea daily lowered systolic blood pressure by an average of 7 millimeters in adults with mild hypertension that's comparable to some low-dose medications. Why does it work? Hibiscus is rich in anthocyanins, plant compounds that relax blood vessels and improve blood flow. And for seniors, especially those over 65, that means less pressure on the heart, less risk of stroke, and better oxygen to the brain. Hibiscus also helps regulate blood, glucose, and fat metabolism. In a 2014 clinical trial from Food and Function, participants who drank hibiscus tea daily showed reduced waist circumference and lower LDL cholesterol without changing their diet. I remember another patient, Thomas, 73 from Ohio. His waistline kept creeping up even though he walked every morning. We swapped out his sweet iced tea for unsweetened hibiscus tea. 3 months later, not only had he lost 6 pounds, but his A1C dropped from 6.4% to 6.0%. He said, "Doc, I feel like I hit a reset button." Hibiscus is packed with antioxidants that protect the lining of your blood vessels and slow down the aging of your cardiovascular system. That means it helps reduce artery stiffness, something most seniors struggle with but don't feel until it's too late. Hibiscus also mildly supports liver function, which is important because as we age, our liver becomes less efficient at processing fats, medications, and toxins. A few important notes: drink 1 to 2 cups daily, warm or cold, but without sugar. Avoid if you're taking diuretics or blood pressure meds without checking with your doctor. Use organic dried hibiscus petals, not hibiscus flavored products. Here are a few signs hibiscus tea might help you. You wake up with stiff legs or headaches, a sign of high blood pressure. Your waistline is growing even with exercise. You feel heavy after meals or notice mild swelling in ankles. You're borderline diabetic or on cholesterol meds. Hibiscus tea isn't a miracle, but it's a quiet helper, and over time, it can make a real difference. Tea number 3, mulberry leaf tea. If your blood sugar spikes after every meal, this leaf might be the secret your doctor forgot to mention. According to a 2012 study in the American Journal of Chinese Medicine, mulberry leaf contains D&J, 1-deoxynitromycin, a natural compound that slows carbohydrate absorption and improves insulin sensitivity. For older adults, that means less sugar building up in your blood and less insulin circulating in your system, which helps protect your pancreas and arteries over time. In simpler terms, it helps your body use sugar more wisely, not store it as fat. Visceral fat is the dangerous fat wrapped around your internal organs, the stuff that puts pressure on your heart, your liver, and even your kidneys. A clinical trial from Food and Function, 2019, found that adults drinking mulberry leaf tea daily for 8 weeks had significant reductions in visceral fat, as well as improvements in waist size and cholesterol. This is especially important for seniors. As we age, we tend to gain weight around the middle even if we're eating less. That's not just about calories. It's about hormonal shifts and inflammation, and mulberry leaf tea helps cool that process down. Mulberry leaves are rich in flavonoids and antioxidants that help protect blood vessels and reduce fluid retention. That means less swelling in the ankles, less pressure in the legs, and better blood flow to the brain and heart. I've had patients tell me their socks stopped leaving marks on their ankles just 2 weeks after starting the tea. Here's how to use it. Steep 1 tablespoon of dried mulberry leaves in hot water for 5-10 minutes. Drink once or twice a day, ideally after meals. Avoid adding sweeteners. Let the tea work on its own. Signs mulberry leaf tea might help you. You feel bloated or swollen by the end of the day. Your blood sugar spikes more than 30 mg/dl after meals. You've been gaining weight around your stomach despite small portions. Your doctor says your A1C is in the pre-diabetic range. You're tired after meals but can't sleep at night. It's not a miracle fix, but it's a smart, gentle habit for aging bodies that need a little more balance. Tea number 4 with a lovely name, sage tea. If you're waking up tired, bloated, and more anxious than usual, sage tea might be the natural reset your body's craving. Let me tell you about a patient of mine, Donna, 66, from North Carolina. She came in complaining of brain fog, sugar cravings, and feeling off after every meal. She was also dealing with hot flashes and sudden mood swings. We added 1 cup of sage tea to her evening routine. 3 weeks later, she told me, Doc, I feel calm for the first time in months and I'm sleeping through the night. Sage tea is packed with natural compounds like rosmarinic acid and flavonoids that calm the nervous system. A 2014 study from Physiology and Behavior found that sage can significantly reduce cortisol, the stress hormone that tends to spike in older adults, especially those with poor sleep or chronic worry. And when cortisol goes down, your blood sugar stabilizes too. That's why sage tea is one of my go-to remedies for stress-induced insulin spikes, which, by the way, are far more common in people over 60 than most realize. As we age, our digestion slows down. You might feel full longer, have more bloating, or struggle with acid reflux. Sage stimulates the production of digestive enzymes, helping your gut break down fats and proteins more efficiently. In a 2018 clinical trial published in Journal of Ethnopharmacology, older adults who drank sage tea daily reported less bloating, fewer digestive upsets, and improved appetite regulation. And for women, sage has a long history of use in hormonal balance, particularly for easing hot flashes and night sweats during menopause. A Swiss study in 2011 found that drinking sage tea reduced hot flash frequency by up to 64% in just 8 weeks. Sage is often called a brain herb. Studies from pharmacological biochemistry and behavior show that sage extract improves working memory and attention span in older adults, especially those beginning to experience mild cognitive decline. For older men and women alike, this means feeling more clear-headed, less scattered, and more emotionally grounded. How to enjoy sage tea. Use fresh or dried sage leaves, not ground spice. Steep in hot water for 5-7 minutes. Best taken in the evening to support sleep and lower stress. Avoid if you have epilepsy or take medications that interact with GABA. Signs sage tea might help you. You feel bloated or sluggish after eating. Your mind feels foggy, especially in the afternoon. You've been waking up at 2 or 3 a.m. with a racing heart. You have sugar cravings when stressed. You're experiencing hormonal imbalances like hot flashes or irritability. It's not a quick fix, but is a gentle companion for the nervous system, digestive system, and hormones that need more care in the second half of life. Tea number 5 that I want you to know, chamomile tea. Chamomile contains a natural compound called apigenin, which binds to receptors in your brain that promote calmness and sleep. A 2016 study published in Journal of Advanced Nursing found that older adults who drank chamomile tea daily fell asleep faster and had fewer nighttime awakenings, especially those with chronic insomnia. And here's something most people don't know. Better sleep helps lower blood sugar, reduce inflammation, and improve digestion, all major concerns as we age. In a 2015 clinical trial from Nutrition, researchers found that drinking 3 cups of chamomile tea daily significantly reduced HbA1c levels over an 8-week period in adults with type 2 diabetes. That means chamomile doesn't just relax you, it helps your body handle sugar more effectively. This is especially important for seniors with prediabetes or blood sugar fluctuations tied to poor sleep or stress. Chamomile has natural antispasmodic properties, which means it helps calm the stomach and reduce gas, bloating, or cramping. It also stimulates bile flow, aiding in fat digestion, which tends to slow down after 60. I've seen it help folks who feel heavy after meals or complain about indigestion even when they eat light. It's gentle but effective. Here's how to use it. Steep 1 chamomile tea bag or 2 teaspoons dried flowers in hot water for 5-7 minutes. Best taken 30-45 minutes before bed. Avoid adding sugar. A bit of raw honey is okay if needed. Signs chamomile tea might help you. You wake up 2-3 times a night without reason. You feel tense, even in the evening. Your digestion feels off more often than not. You notice higher fasting blood sugar in the morning. You feel sleepy but still can't fall asleep. It won't fix everything overnight, but it's one of the most comforting, time-tested habits for older adults looking for peace inside and out. Tea number 6 is a name that sounds very nice and familiar to us, dandelion tea. Let's talk about dandelion tea. I recommended it to Bill 69 from Oregon, who came to me with stubborn belly fat, bloating, and mild swelling in his legs by late afternoon. His blood work showed borderline insulin resistance and elevated liver enzymes. We started with 1 cup of dandelion tea every morning. 4 weeks in, his digestion improved, his energy was up, and his labs, especially ALT and fasting glucose, looked a lot better. Dandelion is what we call a gentle detoxifier. A 2010 study published in Journal of Medicinal Food showed that dandelion root stimulates both liver and kidney function, helping your body filter out toxins more efficiently. As we age, the liver often slows down, especially if you're taking multiple medications or have a history of fatty liver. Dandelion helps clear out old bile, reduce congestion in the liver, and promote healthier metabolism of fats and sugars. It's been shown to increase insulin sensitivity, which helps keep blood sugar in check. In a 2016 study from Nutrition Research and Practice, participants who took dandelion extract for 8 weeks had improved HOMA-IR scores, a marker of insulin resistance, and reduced visceral fat, especially around the waist. For older adults dealing with weight gain, brain fog after meals, or rising A1C levels, this is not something to overlook. Dandelion is also a natural diuretic, helping your kidneys release excess fluid without depleting potassium, unlike many prescription diuretics. That means it's great for folks who get puffy hands, swollen feet, or feel waterlogged throughout the day. Many of my patients report going to the bathroom more regularly, feeling lighter, and even sleeping better at night without the usual bloating. Best way to use it: brew 1-2 teaspoons of dried dandelion root or leaf in hot water for 7-10 minutes. Start with 1 cup in the morning. A second cup in the afternoon is optional. Avoid if you're allergic to ragweed or on potassium-sparing diuretics. Tea number 7, rosemary tea. Rosemary contains compounds like carnosic acid and rosmarinic acid, which boost blood circulation and fight inflammation. A 2018 study from the Journal of Functional Foods showed that older adults who consumed rosemary extract had improved energy metabolism and lower fatigue scores within just 4 weeks. Good circulation means your brain gets more oxygen, your muscles stay active, and your extremities like fingers and toes stay warmer. And for seniors, that's huge. Chronic low-grade inflammation is one of the root causes of heart disease, memory loss, and joint pain in older adults. Rosemary is a powerful natural anti-inflammatory, helping calm down those invisible fires in the body. A 2014 study in phytotherapy research found that rosemary tea helped reduce LDL cholesterol and improve antioxidant levels, which is especially helpful for people over 60 with borderline lipid profiles. Rosemary supports both the liver and the pancreas, 2 vital organs that often work overtime as we age. It helps improve bile flow, assisting in fat digestion, and protects the pancreas from oxidative damage, which can be especially helpful for people with insulin resistance or prediabetes. For one of my patients with fatty liver, adding rosemary tea alongside other lifestyle changes made a measurable difference in their ALT and AST liver enzymes over 3 months. Here's how to brew it. Use 1 teaspoon of dried rosemary leaves per cup. Steep in hot water for 5-8 minutes. Drink once a day, preferably in the morning for energy and circulation. Signs rosemary tea might be a good fit for you. You often feel cold in your hands or feet. You experience brain fog, especially in the morning. You've been told your cholesterol is a little high. Your joints feel stiff or achy more than they used to. You've been diagnosed with fatty liver or prediabetes. It's not just about drinking a warm cup, it's about helping your entire system function better from head to toe. So whether it's cinnamon to steady your blood sugar, hibiscus to protect your heart, mulberry to fight belly fat, sage to calm your nerves, chamomile to help you sleep, dandelion to support your liver, or rosemary to boost circulation, each of these teas offers something powerful for our aging bodies. But here's the key. It only works if you start. Don't wait for a diagnosis to make a change. Start with one simple habit, 1 cup at a time. And if this video gave you even one helpful idea, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to Elderly Health Tips, because your health deserves attention, your voice matters, and together, we're building a stronger, wiser community.